I came across a story that really illustrates the power of being an energy source. And it was a few years ago when I was in Columbus, Georgia with my wife. That's where my wife is from. And we were visiting relatives. And I got talking, sitting poolside one day with my sister-in-law, a lady named Linda Brewer. And at the time, Linda ran the Miss Georgia pageant office. Whoever won the Miss Georgia pageant went on to the Miss America pageant in Atlantic City. And it was just a tiny little cubicle office with a little PC, fax machine, telephone. And one day, Linda told me, the area director of the Miss Georgia pageant, a Southern gentleman named Parks Rice. I love Southern names. I will tell you, I live in the Philadelphia area. There aren't many guys named Parks Rice in Philadelphia, okay? Parks Rice called and at one point said to Linda, "What's the matter? Something seems to be bothering you." And Linda said, "No, everything's fine." He said, No, come on, something's bothering you." She said, "No, Parks, nothing's bothering me." So Parks Rice hung up, and about 5 minutes later, the state director, Mansfield Bias, called. Now, if you think it's hard to find a guy named Parks Rice in Philadelphia, try to find somebody named Mansfield Bias in Philadelphia. Mansfield was on the phone. Linda says, "Hey." He said, "What's bothering you?" Linda said, "Nothing's bothering me." He said, "Come on, Linda, tell me." She said, "No." He said, "Linda, I'm not going to hang up until you tell me." She said, Okay, I'll tell you what's bothering me." She said, "I try so hard to get my work done, but I can't because the phone rings off the hook every day." Mansfield Bias started to laugh. He said, "Linda," he said, "don't you know why the phone rings off the hook?" He said, "We used to get 7 calls a week into this office. You don't know why you get 25 a day?" She said, "I have no idea." He said, "It's because people feel so fantastic and energized after they've spoken to you." He said, "I know people that call you when they're having a bad day just so they can speak to you because they feel terrific after they've spoken to you." What Linda hadn't realized is that she'd become a clearinghouse for positive energy simply with her attitude by being an energy source, and she did it over the phone. And that year at the Miss America pageant in Atlantic City, people from all over Georgia went asking one another, "Hey, do you know Linda Brewer? Could you point her out to me? I really want to meet Linda. I've spoken to her a number of times. Now I want to meet her face to face." Being an energy source is so underrated because it's in our possession 24/7. And it's powerful because it gives us the ability to influence other people's behaviors. And it's important because we are all carrying a flag that not only has the company name up there, but your personal name up there.